What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Big Marvin. I'm back with another video. Shout out to the 88. Shout out to y'all for watching the vids. Shout out to y'all subscribing, and to my new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I am your host, Big Marv, aka the Young Lad, aka the Young Tadpole. And before we start, y'all know what to do. Say what up to Biggie. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today, from Matterz Declassified to this crazy ass Tubi movie to why the holidays aren't the same anymore. And I don't know if I said T.I. Kids, but we talking about that too. I think that was the first thing I said, but if I didn't, oh well, you heard it again. Welcome to the video. Here's the intro. Let's get to it. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hi! All right, first things first, I want to say thank y'all for rocking with me. Like I always do, got to give flowers. Got to give you flowers. Now that we got that out the way, let's talk about these Nickelodeon kids on Matterz Declassified. I'm going to actually find the name of the podcast for you, but while I do that, I'm going to talk to y'all at the same time, as always. So, if you don't know what Matterz Declassified is, Matterz Declassified is a show from Nickelodeon, and it was basically about how to survive middle school, high school. I think it was how to survive high school or middle school, and he was giving out little tools on how to survive, and that's from talking to a girl you like, avoiding bullies, what cliques to hang out with, what cliques to avoid, what things to do and not do to make you cool in school. I'm not going to lie. I'm a dumbass and take TV and be like, oh, I can apply it to real life. It might have took some of these things and put them in my real life. I don't know which ones it was, but I'm sure I have. Like any kid has done that has been influenced by TV and everything else that they watch. My mama knew she was dead wrong for putting me in this big ass suit. I'm gonna get you, Erica. But these guys, by the names of Devin Worker, Daniel Curtis Lee, and Lindsay Shaw, they play Ned Bixby, Cookie, and Mose. They were our guides and the best friends of the show that we navigated through school with, and we seen them go through everything. But these guys now have a podcast, and it is called, hold on, let me get to it one more time, Matterz Declassified Podcast Survival Guide. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have never watched an episode, but I watch a lot of the clips.
Do you remember the first that I
What are you gonna
ask
ask on this podcast? First what?
BJ.
I actually do. You really want to talk about this on the pod?
I just wanted to say that I felt like a failure from that point because
He didn't finish.
And nigga, that's just an example. And let me tell you, these clips that I have watched make that show and what happens on that show and what happens to child stars crazy. Fucking insane. It's drugs on the set. You working with kids and it's drugs on the set. Oh, girl said one girl said she was offered Adderall and it was one was offered Adderall, another was doing cocaine. They was having sex. My man's had his first blowjob on the job. First blowjob on the job. I ain't gonna lie, that's a hell of a way to get your first one. Getting paid while you're getting laid. But they did all of these things, and it led me to think about Orlando Brown. And Orlando Brown, maybe he wasn't lying about popping Raven. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't popping about the bop, yeah. He wasn't lying. If they doing that on Nickelodeon, What do you think they're doing on the big networks? Nickelodeon was a big network, one of the hugest. What was they doing on on the Disney Channel? And that's big money. They got all types of drugs. All types of drugs, doing all types of things. I'm sure them having sex was probably the low light of what was really happening going on there. I encourage you guys to check out the podcast if you are familiar with it. I was going to rewatch it. And I'm sure if you on the internet, you have seen those clips the same as I have and said, what the fuck was going on? So you check it out for yourselves and you let me know what you think. Now, I have to give a warning. Look, we're about to talk about this movie on Tubi called Sloppy Seconds. Don't worry. They took the movie off the platform because so many people were complaining about it. It was too ghetto for Tubi. That says a lot. It says a fucking shit ton. So, like I said, ladies or people watching the show, if you are or have been domestically, if you have been abused physically, mentally, I would suggest that you might want to skip past this for a couple minutes. If you don't mind, and you want to hear my commentary on this, and believe me, I'm going to give you some commentary on this, then stick around and let's hear what I have to say. Are you ready? Warning, guys. Let's go. Niggas, this movie, Sloppy Seconds, on Tubi. It was on Tubi. I watched it when it came out. It took the internet by storm. My internet timeline it took by storm. And I had to watch it and see what it was about. It was about a young lady. I want to say her name was Keisha. If it ain't Keisha, it's going to be Keisha. Sorry to the Keishas I know. She comes from a well-off family. And she's, trying to find love. But finding love ends up in the wrong damn hands. And boy, when I tell you this girl went through it, she went through it. Through it all. So, the first thing that happened where I knew I was doomed in the movie. The dude came on the movie, damn girl, you thick as fuck. I said, nigga, who you talking to? I said, who you talking to? And he wasn't even talking to me. Like, why is you so aggressive and small? The girl was bigger than him. And he talking to her like, bitch, you thick as hell. Bring your ass here. And her friend, like, no, Keisha. Don't do it, Keisha. Don't let that nigga talk to you like that. She like, it's okay. He's kind of cute. Like, she thought it was a game. She fucked around and found out. Now, this movie went from one what the fuck to another what the fuck to a what the hell to a all hell no to a all fuck no and everything in between. Literally everything in between. Once again, I gave you the warning. I'm going to tell you what happened in the last 30 minutes. The movie was only an hour and 10. So as you know, she's dating the guy that she met in the club. They dating and shit. He had a debt to pay with one of the drug dealers he buy drugs from. The drug dealer says, "Hey man, you got that money for me? It's time to pay your debt. I gotta get the money to the plug. I need the money to get it to the plug. I need you to pay that debt." My man's like, "I ain't even got it. But you can hit my girl though." Nah, I know what you're probably thinking here. Shit happen every day. Not in my motherfucking life, it happened every day. But It wasn't even for no good drugs. I guess it's not no drugs worth selling your girl for, but it wasn't for no drugs. It was off of a weed. You sold your girl off for some weed? You let niggas run a train on your girl for weed, and then you get mad and said she was looking at the nigga in a romantic way? How did this nigga was the ultimate gaslight? How you gonna gaslight me and you sold me off for a bag of weed? Then the nigga, one of the niggas that popped her, he like, you don't even deserve this. Like for real, like you need to fuck with me. Like you should fuck with me because like I'll never do you like that type shit. And she like, and she's so stupid and so thought it out now. She like, okay, like, okay. And he gave the number, whatever. And it goes on. I don't know how the hell we got to the point where I'm about to tell y'all, but it get even worse. He ties her up to the bed and she naked. This nigga let her, I ain't gonna say let her. This nigga made his dog eat the box. Who in the fuck? Who in the flying fuck approved this movie to be on Tubi? Somebody got to start watching that shit before they just put it out there. Because any nigga with the right sense in their brain would have said, the other shit we can let fly, but this is a little too much. A little too much. And then we ain't even, that was what the fuck. And I'm like, I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, hell no. And then she was resisting it. And then she fell. And I said, oh, no. You moaning? You're supposed to be crying. Little baby. You're supposed to be sitting there. And I don't think I don't know. I don't know if that, I don't know. It was nasty. Super nasty. Then, after that, she ended up being done with the nigga. I think. I don't know what happened, but she might have still been fucking with him, whatever. The nigga puts it out, so her job didn't see it, and she was in the process to keep her job because she was fucking off at the job. She was one of the best employees, had plenty employee of the month trophies in her case. But now the boss on some freaky shit, the boss told her, in order to keep your job, you gotta fuck my wife. Once again. Hell no, man. You gonna make this girl fuck your wife? Fuck you and your wife? And I ain't even got to the crazy part of that yet. All this happened in like 5 minutes. Let's keep going on to another what the fuck. The video come out, she get fired. She like, what about our arrangement? I would never have sex with you, you filthy animal. I see what you did with the dog. Ew, get up out of here. So now, I'm going to skip a little past because I don't remember what happened. They took the movie off and come rewatch it. She go to mommy and daddy. The daddy was doing some wild shit. The mama ended up killing herself because she know the truth and her husband. I didn't mention this. The lady got a maid. Her family got a maid. And the maid is Keisha's mama. Whole time. The dad was freaking on Keisha's mama as a youth. Her parents couldn't conceive or something like that. And he was fucking off and got old girl pregnant, kept the baby, and then hired her as a maid. So she watched the little girl grow up her whole life and knew what this man did to her. And the wife knew what that man did to her, forcing himself upon her. Once again, guys, I told you if it is too much, please skip, because this movie got crazier and crazier. The daddy ended up sleeping with the best friend. Keisha boss is sleeping with her mama. So he was double dipping. And the mama was fine, too. The mama was fine, boy. Had a wagon. She need to do the ceiling challenge. Shout out to the ceiling challenge, man. That's like my favorite little challenge next to the milk crate challenge. I used to love that challenge. Look, this movie went from what the fuck to what the fuck to what the fuck. And if you could find a way to watch it, if you just want to watch some utter bullshit and for just straight up shock value, that movie is the movie for you. It's the movie for you. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. To lead to the... Now, let me switch it over a little bit. Let's talk about some more somewhat... I'm going to share my thoughts. I'm going to share my thoughts with y'all. The holidays ain't the same no more. Don't y'all miss the holidays? To the people that has been blessed and fortunate to have a family, and hopefully your family still do that. To the people that is blessed and fortunate to have a big family, congrats to you. Or the people that didn't have nobody pass, congrats to you. To start this off, I want to say rest in peace to Munch, Ashley, Jim, Sue, Angie, and for last but not least, my grandma that I keep right here. Here, guys, this is my grandma that I keep on my nightstand. This is one of the most important ladies to me. The holidays ain't the same no more. One, I think we let a lot of stuff slide. I think we let a lot of stuff slide. A lot of stuff that stuff like, we not going for Uncle was touching us and y'all just cool with that shit now. It's kind of like, nah, dog. I'm not fucking with y'all. But I think the main problem, I don't even want to say that because it's family secrets. The reason the holidays aren't the same no more. In all reality of it, the glue people of the family is gone. Nah. Oh, and my great grandma. I'm so sorry. And my goddaddy Stanley. I'm so sorry I didn't mention y'all, but y'all know. Blame it on me not remembering. Don't blame it on my heart. Cause Lord knows I miss all y'all. But the glue people aren't there no more. The glue people are the people that everybody fucked with, that everybody had love for, that everybody would come together for just because they said it, because they asked, because their energy was always so high. Their respect level, their energy, their charisma, everything about them just wanted you to be around them and their energy and just wanted that good hug. And those people, some of those people aren't here with us no more. And I think that fucked up the holidays. I'm thankful for all sides of my family. The Lakes, the O'Bannons, the Flakes, the McKinleys, I am y'all trying to make it, trying to pop. You know, I love all my family. But the closest I've been to is my mom and my dad's side, of course. And with my mom's side, a lot of those people have passed, and you can tell the void that's missing in them not being here. We haven't got together this Thanksgiving. And it kind of fucked with me. Because it's like, damn, we'd have been together every Thanksgiving no matter what. And people are going, that never really went to other people's families. They going down to other families. Kids is planning trips. Thanksgiving, the holidays aren't as important as it was when we was kids. Big mama gone. The cooking diminished a little bit. The one thing you can guarantee is fun. And the one thing I want to do with my family is be around more, speak more, reach out more, because I love my family. Both sides, all sides. I just wish we had that glue back. And I hope that y'all had that glue back. I hope y'all still had a glue to y'all family. And I hope that my family can hopefully one day get the chemistry, the equation right to make everything whole again. And shout out to the ones that are trying to do it. And I think sometimes it be the wrong person is trying to bring people together. Like, nigga, we barely like you. Straight up. The holidays. And by the way, set traditions with your own family. Do something small. With your family and friends. That's what I got Friendsgiving now. Okay. We done talked about all the sad stuff. I done talked about all the sad stuff. Now let's get into some funny stuff. T.I. and his son, King. Now, it's a lot of ways we can attack this. We can attack this on we gonna talk about all the ways we're gonna attack it. The disconnect between people that have kids and don't have kids. We're gonna talk about that dynamic. The dynamic of your parents putting you in a position to be out of the hood, but you still want to play in that lifestyle. And how you have to put responsibility on the kid. It can't be just the parent. The parent, we'll talk about that. The first I want to talk about is the dynamic between the two. You can tell that T.I. has a lot of love for his son, for all his kids. He supports them in everything they do. He had to be stern, I'm sure. You can't raise all these kids the same. And I'm sure he learned that. Or is still learning that, because these kids don't go away. But King, you keep doing shit. And you've been doing shit since you was on TV. But this time, he might have, apparently from what I was told, they did a thing. Because you hear so many things, you don't really know what happened. But from what I heard, it was at a Falcons game. And dude was talking too much shit about him. And he just kind of snapped off. I don't know what that happened. I also heard that they did the complex thing, which was one of my theories, the GOAT talk, and just bonding as a father and son and just saying what is this, what they like is this, what's the go to this, what's the go to that. When I seen that come out, I thought like, oh, this is just a publicity stunt to get people to look at that. Because why would this happen and then y'all post that? You get what I'm saying? But one of the stories I heard was that they got into it after T.I. clowned him a little bit on the thing, on the little GOAT talk. You can check it out for yourselves on YouTube. Maybe we'll do a reaction video to that. T.I. clowned him, and he was saying, that's how everything's transpired, how that's transpired. Now, like I said, one of the things I wanted to talk about was the dynamic of parent, because the opinions is this of people with kids and don't have kids. If you don't got kids, you shouldn't say nothing or have an opinion. And I think that's false. Now, I might take it with a grain of salt, but I'm not going to just throw away your opinion just because you don't have any kids. You know what's right and wrong with kids. You might not be able to have a kid. You might want a kid, but your body can't produce a kid. And that don't make their decision-making or their opinion on kids less because they don't have a kid. Now, you take it with a grain of salt and look at it a little sour. Man, whatever. But don't throw it in their face. You know what I'm saying? That your opinion don't matter. You ain't got no kids. Because sometimes those people without kids can give you that outlook or a view of something that you ain't see. You know what I'm saying? So be nice to people that ain't got no kids. They ain't really got nothing to do with this situation. I just wanted to say that. Now, the thing about the parents, you can't blame the parent for the kid wilding out and they grown. That boy is 18, 19 years old. Yet, you might not be grown mentally. But to the outside world and in America, you are a grown man. T.I. and Tiny got like 30 kids. Out of the 30 kids they done got, this one is the wild one. And what's crazy about the three boys, or the three main boys, Domani, Messiah, and King, and I think they got the little one, I can't remember his name. But the thing about them three, because them three are in the spotlight a lot, I see T.I. of a what's that shit called on Marvel? A variant of T.I. in them. I can see T.I. being a wild nigga. I can see T.I. being like a guitar playing nigga that just want to stay in his piece. And I can see T.I. just being a wise man and just living in his life and just trying to make music and be happy. All these facets I see in T.I. And it's like, we all watch the show. T.I. put love into all them boys and his girls and his family. You gonna blame them for the way his kid act? Nah, you can't do that. Some of that responsibility gotta fall on the kid, especially you being a grown man. You embarrassing yourself and the family. You embarrassing the family because y'all are in the spotlight. When you become a celebrity, all these things come into play. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be judged like that off the strength of your kids, but this is the world that you chose to be in, and it come with it. But I think it's too much being thrown at the parents and not enough at the kid, because y'all excusing the kid of his actions because y'all pointing the blame on the child, where the child should get the blame, especially if they grown. You can't say that Jeffrey Dahmer dad is a piece of shit because Jeff was killing people. That don't make no sense. The dad didn't do shit. He did. All he was doing was loving his son. Look, I really take this like kind of serious because I got a kid. And I'm responsible for that. And I don't want nothing to happen to my kid. But at the same time, I got to let my kid live. And I got to show her right and wrong. But that's all you can do is show your kid right from wrong. And when you let them go, you hope that shit stick to them. You hope them morals, them expectations, that all that stuff sticks to them and lets them live the right way in a happy way. That's all you want. That's all I want for my kid. And I'm sure that's all y'all want for y'all kids, y'all nieces, y'all nephews, godsons, and whatever. It's to live the right way. So in closing, remember, love your kids. Love your family. Stay away from Tubi movies. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we out. Have a blessed week. And also, get ready for Christmas. Another video coming soon. I'll see y'all in about a couple days or a week. Peace. 88 hours.